Hello. To me, the meadow is a place of rejuvenation. A place I go to stretch my legs and clear my head, and to see what nature is up to. I also go there to remember some of the friends that we've lost. I know I'm missing it, and I'm sure you are too. I can't wait to see you back there again soon.
I love Reggie's Wildflower Meadow because it reminds me of cowslips and the history of the Trust and where it all started.
So why do I love Reggie's Meadow? Well, a couple of reasons. I love doing commentating the 2 o'clock flying show up here, Valley of the Eagles. And the second reason is I get to bring Mickey and Molly up here for walks around the meadow.
Reggie's Wildflower Meadow is really special to me. I have lots of memories up here flying the birds during our display and watching the birds soaring over the valley. And it's full of wildlife, an amazing place, particularly at this time of the year when you can see lots of cowslips coming through. And today I'm really lucky to be able to watch the sunset.
What does Reggie's Meadow mean to me? It means peace, the smell of summer and releasing red kites.
To me, Reggie's Wildflower Meadow means a thriving ecosystem. All sorts of different animals call this place home, and it all starts right here with the wildflowers themselves.
For me, Reggie's Wildflower Meadow means nature. We see so many wild birds, wild flowers, insects and mammals up here throughout the year, so it's really special.
How can you not feel inspired by our meadow? It is part of English history which has been passed down through time to us. Look at it, this wonderful array of colour which changes throughout the year, and also is home to a wonderful array of different British wildlife.
I'm stood at the bottom of Reggie's Meadow looking back towards the stand. Perspective that I often get. Luckily, I'm letting the bald eagles go. They're flying towards the stand, so it's a view that I often get. And I hope our regular visitors have taken the opportunity to wander around the meadow and to have a good look at all the species, the flowers, the bees, the butterflies, the insects, and everything else that this wonderful piece of habitat gives to everybody. If you haven't, I really urge you to do so. I remember 23 years ago, I believe, my first year here at the Trust, the excitement and the exuberance of watching a wild red kite fly in the Cheltenham Valley. Very similar to what we witnessed recently with the white-tailed eagle that flew over. Fantastic. Or later in the year when we see our first hobby of the year. Regularly see peregrines now, or barn owls flying over, kestrels that have nested in the meadow. The excitement that Ashley got when first discovered there was orchids in the meadow. You can see the cowslips now have just appeared. Lovely. And I love it as the season progresses and we get the lady's bedstraw and some aroma and the oxeye daisies. This year we ploughed little pieces of the meadow up. We've done it previously, and I hope that that'll encourage the poppies and we'll get flushes of red that we can see as well. It's a truly magnificent place to be. Wonderful habitat for all sorts of things, and a great backdrop just to fly birds as well.
For me, the meadow is one of my favourite places here at the Trust. Everything from childhood memories of coming here and seeing the skies filled with buzzards, kites and herons, through to today where I'm lucky enough to come in all the time and see how the meadow changes throughout the year. At the moment we've got these beautiful cowslips just starting to come through. It still draws in lots of wildlife all the time, everything from the bees and the butterflies, all the way up to the mammals, the deer, the badgers, the foxes, and a huge variety of birds of prey. But my favourite time of the year here in the meadow is during the summer holidays when we put on the Sarsen Falconer display. With a combination of birds and people, we take you back in time to an era when falconry was part of the everyday. And the Wildflower Meadow, looking at its very best, just adds to that immeasurably.
Where do I even start? It starts with beauty. It starts with passion, amazement, just the sense that time stands still when you're here in Reggie's Wildflower Meadow. I'm very, very lucky on I'm one of the members of staff that actually lives on site here at the Conservancy Trust. It's currently 8:15 in the evening. I'm doing my lock-up, where we shut the secretary birds away later in the evening, shut a few of the bays as well, so the birds get as much light as they possibly can. And one thing I just want to show you all is one of the absolutely stunning sunsets that, well, really we get on a regular basis. So hopefully you can see it, or it does it justice behind me. I'm just going to try and focus on it. Look at that. That is the lucky view I get pretty much every evening in the spring, summertime. It's like we're not in England, it's like we're abroad. Absolutely stunning. It never gets old. I can never get over it. Look at that. Just glorious. So that's one of the lucky things that I get to witness at the Meadow. And, well, it's a special place to all of us here at the Trust. It means a great deal. Of course, memories. Named in living tribute of one of the founders of the Trust itself, Reg Smith.